Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good, good. A bit tired. Bit tired.
So, energy level for the gig?
101%.
Yeah, always the same. Doesn't matter if you're tired.
Yeah.
Great. So, for those that don't know, Omnivortex started in 2019. Can you tell us more about how the band started?
Well, basically, I had been for the lookout for a drummer or a band for quite some years, and then I actually stumbled upon Aaro through YouTube in 2018, I want to say, something like that. And then I just commented on his videos, like he had some drum covers from some of my favorite bands, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's from Finland, and I just commented on them and then said like, hey, we need to like jam, and thought that he will be in like Rovaniemi or something like that, me living in Helsinki. But then it turned out that he lived like 5 kilometers away from me, so we just went to jam, and that's like the origin, like me and Aaro. And then we put an ad to muisic.net, which is a Finnish site where musicians can search for other musicians, and then we put an ad for a guitarist. Mikko came through that, our other guitarist, and then our original singer Nico Lindman, who is in the bassist of Marianus Rest, was a friend of Aaros, so he came originally through being friends with Aaro. And then how you came to the band?
It was kind of weird because Mikko, the other guitar player, he knew me from like 10 years ago or something when I sold him a guitar. And then, funnily enough, he sent me a message that do I still play bass? And I was like, yeah. And then he sent me some songs, and if I'm interested in joining the band, and I was like, yeah, it sounded good. So from then on, it's been the same lineup.
Yeah, except for the fact that
Oh yeah,
Nikke, the original vocalist, did vocals for our first album, and then he decided to focus on Marianus Rest, and then me and Aaro, we actually were looking for like only for a singer, like a frontman, but then it didn't work out, so we just had to like figure it
Do it
out,
yourself.
do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So. And now we're here. We're a four-piece band with
Did-
2 lead vocalists.
Did you have any experience before about singing?
I had some, like very minor, like as a teenager I used to like try to growl and whatever, but I would consider the level to be like at 0. And Aaro definitely started from scratch. He had nothing, no singing experience, nothing except maybe for karaoke, I don't know. maybe something like that.
That's interesting because I saw you live last summer, and you are great. So I will never say that you just start a few years back.
Yeah.
especially when you play at the same time. I think it makes it so much harder.
Yeah, it's really difficult playing an instrument and then sing. So up down for you.
Yes, it is.
So as you mentioned, you release a debut album, then you release a second one. Now you release a new single, Visitant. So are you working on a new album, or what's going on now?
We're working with new music, but we will definitely have new music out coming later this year. We will have a release out, like an EP this year, maybe, hopefully, but it's still a bit in the air. But an EP is on its way.
Okay.
But the schedule is still a bit kind of like
Kind of depends if we're getting someone to publish it for us.
Yeah.
So that might bump it to next year, but
Yeah.
if not, then it's gonna be
Yeah.
probably in the fall coming out.
Yeah. But anyway, no matter who publishes it, new music is coming still
Yeah,
out this
anyway,
year.
Okay, great.
At least one new single.
So, what can you tell about your last single?
It's a heavy song. It's a heavy and the shortest song we've ever done, I think.
Yeah, it is.
And it's kind of like we're kind of well not known for, but we use these like clean guitar parts, like ambient parts in our music, and the new single doesn't have any clean parts, so it's a bit different. And yeah, also like recording wise, we recorded the drums with Teemu Aalto, with whom we recorded our first and second album Circulate, but we recorded the guitars and bass and vocals by ourselves, so that's definitely different from the previous releases.
Yeah. And lyrical wise, what is the song about? Of course, we can find out reading and listening, but maybe if you tell us more.
It's loosely based on Lovecraftian lore, like H.P. Lovecraft, American writer, who probably like a lot of people knows cosmic horror and stuff like that. So it's loosely based on the lore of what he has created with the cosmic horror and stuff. But it's not about anything specific. It's just it's about like massive alien blobs in outer space floating basically, and you don't understand what they are.
Okay, so what are your main influences? I know it's a big question, but if you give us few
Like musically.
musically, yeah.
Well, the first and I think the most obvious one is Revocation, I think, and then well, obviously like Death is a massive influence. I think all of us used to listen to Death, especially as teenagers, like all the time. And Hoth, which is an American band, actually whose drummer mixed and mastered and reamped the new song, and he will also work with the other new stuff, which will come out. UK band Sludge. How do you say it?
Sludge.
Yeah.
If you say the G in the
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's SLUGDGE for those interested. I don't know, necrophagist, something like that. A lot of influences.
Talking about live music, today you are playing here in Pori, and then you have the next gigs coming are next August, at least so far what was announced, and one is in Germany and the other one is in Czech Republic. So there are any other coming after? Maybe. So we have to wait because something is cooking. Yeah. So is your first time going to Germany and Czech Republic with this band?
No, it's our second time in Germany, but it's our first time in Czech Republic. We actually played at Wacken in 2023, so this is our second visit.
How do you feel about those upcoming gigs?
We're super excited to go there, definitely.
Yeah, and it's a pretty big festival, so there's a lot of big names on the same lineup. So hopefully we'll get some new listeners and new fans from it.
I think the headliner for the Dortmund Death Fest, which is in Germany, is Dying Fetus, I think, which is like you asked for influences, and Dying Fetus is definitely
one of those.
Yeah.
When you are on the stage, what's going on in your head?
I would say nothing.
Not much.
Because and that's one of the best things when you're performing, because you're not thinking anything. You're just taking the moment in and performing and playing music you like. So I'm never thinking about anything.
exactly.
unless something crazy happens, or
Yeah, exactly.
but it's just you're just trying to get into the vibe and to the music, and yeah, your mind is pretty blank when you're up there.
Yeah, I think also like it's one of those rare places where you don't have anything on your mind.
Yeah.
You just like give everything you have and
Yeah,
play.
and just go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you feel the day after the show? If you don't have other show going on, what's left in you?
You want to say first?
You mean like the hangover after? No, well, I don't mean. Usually when I get home after a show, I feel kind of weird and it's hard to get sleep immediately. But next day I'm usually just fine. But usually it's when you have to get sleep and you're super tired. That's kind of the hard part.
Yeah.
After the show, but next day it's
Yeah,
fine.
because there's the adrenaline still flowing.
Yeah, and then you really think about stuff when you
Yeah.
haven't done it on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
So yeah, but it's usually fine.
Yeah.
The more you play, you get kind of used to it as well. So.
Yeah, definitely like right after you get home or get to the hotel or whatever, there's definitely like time. There's at least for me, there's adrenaline flowing and you can't sleep like that. And but yeah, like the day after, not much going on. Just thinking about what to do next,
Yeah.
what to eat or.
Yeah. How do you get ready for the gig?
Get ready.
I don't think there's anything really special.
Yeah.
You just warm up. Maybe Aaro has the biggest getting ready
Yeah.
like
Aaro the
schedule because
drummer, yeah.
he usually warms up about 30 minutes before the show.
Yeah, something.
But
I've been trying to get into like opening my voice and doing this like moving my mouth just to like get the muscles warm.
Yeah.
But I haven't been really successful in that plan. so I think we're just like waiting for the intro to kick in.
I've also started to stretch before every show
yes.
because I'm getting old and my back hurts. So that's about it.
Yeah, I can feel the pain. It's easy when you are 20 years old, but then after 30 something happened, and immediately you wake up and there is a new pain that you are thinking, what did I do?
What is this? Yeah.
Yeah. But we are at the end of this interview, so thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Would you like to say something to your fans and people that are watching this interview?
Just keep on listening to Visitant and be on the lookout for new music. And thank you for the endless support. It is greatly appreciated.